Your Excellency President Ramaphosa, the Speaker of the National Assembly, my colleagues in the executive, honorable members, Honorable Nodada, everything you have just claimed here was started by the ANC 6th administration. You cannot have your cake and eat it. The DA needs to decide whether it's in government or it's in opposition. And you cannot be both. In this house, we were confronted by two dangerous extremes. One is an extreme left and the other is an extreme right. Both are counter-revolutionary and leads to destruction and polarization of society. Africa's greatest son of literature, Ben Okri, warns us that to poison a nation, poison its stories. A demoralized nation tells demoralized stories to itself. And this is why the honorable members of the opposition have been doing. The MK is shouting rhetoric about selling out and claiming that private-public partnership in the economy amounts to wholesale privatization.
Order.
Let me remind you that some of your leaders, including your unelected supreme leader,
Honourable
are part
Minister.
of the generation of the ANC.
Minister,
that
please take your
adopted the
seats.
seminal ANC policy
Minister
document.
Lamola, please take your seat. On what are you rising, Honourable Member?
Why did you keep quiet when
What
Rupert
rule?
said
What
when
rule?
Rupert-
What
Member.
rule?
Honourable Member.
What rule? What rule? When I spoil of Rupert. You are an ice boy of Rupert.
You are out of order, sir.
You are an ice boy of Rupert.
You are out of order.
What rule is that?
Deputy Chief Whip.
Rupert said you are a good boy, you kept quiet.
Thank you very much, Honorable House Chairperson. I'm rising on Joint Rule 40, Sub-Rule A. Grossly disorderly conduct. The MK Honorable House Chairperson is deliberately creating serious disorder and disruption in this house, which we cannot allow. So, if they don't want to sit here and listen to the debate, they can as well go home.
No, we are here
Honorable
by the
House
vote,
Chairperson.
not by your pleasure.
Honorable House Chairperson,
We are here because of voters.
what the
because
Honorable
of you.
Minister is talking about on the podium, it's a point of debate. They got their chance and debated in this platform. So no one stopped them. So they shouldn't try that with our members.
Thank you. Thank you, Deputy Chief Whip. I'm in agreement with your point. Honourable members, honourable members, honourable members, if I can address the point.
Order.
I will address the point. You can address me afterwards. You can address me afterwards. Thank you. Honourable members, I've already said that you need to rise specifically on a point of order or to raise a question. Those are the only two matters in which you are permitted to rise and speak in terms of the rules of the joint rules of the House. The manner in which that member rose and started to address the minister, the speaker at the podium directly, is inappropriate in the extreme. It will not be tolerated, honourable members. You have been warned. I'll ask you, please, let's maintain the decorum of the House. Let's adhere to the rules, and grossly disorderly conduct will be met with an invitation to evacuate the premises. Honourable member, I must ask you, please,
Order.
if you have a valid point of order in terms of the rules, you may raise your hand, be recognized, and then advise on what rule you're rising and what the transgression is that you seek to address. Otherwise, you can ask to raise a question to the Speaker of the podium, and that is all.
Order,
Honourable
Speaker.
member.
Order, Speaker. You cannot see my hand here. I've had it raised for a long while, right at the back.
Right at the back. Honourable Reddy, yes.
Thank you very much. Honourable House Chair, on a point of procedure, what we are witnessing here in this House is a pattern
rule?
where
Rule
opposition
number.
parties are being
What
stifled.
rule?
Ministers are allocated time in their executive capacity to reflect on their portfolios, yet they are repeatedly
The wrong
using
rule.
that time to defend the GNU. Is this fair? Is this democratic
We are still
principles
gonna
that
leave
we are having in this
Bukala.
parliament?
Don't worry,
Ministers are
Honorable
using
Red, you
their
are still
time
gonna
when they're
learn.
supposed to talk about their portfolios, they're talking about GNU. That's not what they're there for. They're put there by people in this country to do a job in that portfolio. Talk
Honourable
about
Member,
your portfolio,
yes,
not about
Honourable
GNU.
Member, you've made your point.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, we cannot decide what a member puts in their speech or chooses to debate upon, and the time is allocated to the Minister to speak as he wishes. Honourable Member, your point.
Thank you so much, Chair. Chair, on point 57, Rule 7, it says no other member may raise another point of order before the presiding officer has ruled that it is not a point of order. We have seen an inconsistency. There are people interjecting when points of orders have been raised. And as the chair, you have not corrected this behavior, and it seems like you're encouraging it because it comes from certain quarters. Can you be fair as the chair? We're just asking for that.
Honourable Member, if you can just take a look at the rules and read all of the rules together and not just rules individually on their own. And I'll draw your attention to Rule 57.4, which says the presiding officer, and this part's important, may at his or her discretion allow members to address the presiding officer briefly on a point of order that has been raised. It's been consistently applied. Thank you, Honourable Members. Honourable Minister, if I can ask you to continue with your speech, please.
Thank you, House Chair. It is the only opportunity Honorable Nomvalo can speak. The ANC adopted seminal document ready to govern just before 1994 elections. And I quote, it said with regards to the mixed economy, the balance of evidence will guide a decision for or against various economic policy measures. Such flexible means assessing the balance of evidence and restructuring the public sector to carry out national goals. The supreme unelected leader of the MK party was part of the ANC leadership that adopted this policy document. It goes on to say, such a mixed economy will foster a new and a constructive relationship between the people, the state, the trade union movement, and the private sector, and the markets. The mixed economy policy is not an invention of President Ramaphosa, as the MK is claiming today. If there is a sellout, it's the supreme unelected leader of the MK for abandoning his principles for political inconvenience, for political convenience. President Ramaphosa will never get tired of cleaning your supreme leader's
Minister
mess.
Lamola, if I can
He has
ask you to
cleaned the
take your
mess in
seats, please.
state-owned enterprises at ESCOM.
Minister Lamola, on what are you rising, Honourable Member?
Is Rupert is
Stop.
prepared to
What
take a
rule?
question?
Rule. Rule.
Stop manifesting,
Rule.
Nomvalo.
Prepared to take a
What
question?
rules?
Rupert.
I'm talking to Rupert's iPod.
You want to be seen by
Ice
your
boy,
father
not you.
here.
Rising on.
I'm talking to an ice boy of
We have
Rupert,
just
not
heard
you.
the name of
Is
Rupert.
he prepared
Ice
to
boy
take a
of
question?
Kanta.
Uyaqala
Ice boy of Kanta.
Honourable Member, you are consistently breaching the rules. I've already told you, please, how you need to address this going forward. You can put your hand up, be recognised, and then tell me on what rule you are rising and what you're wanting to say. Unfortunately, you are making frivolous points of orders that are not covered in terms of the rules. You are discussing points of debate. The Minister has the podium. It's his turn to debate, and I therefore invite him back to the microphone to continue. Honourable Minister.
Honorable House Chair, if there was no game of Chiefs of Sundowns and Pirates, I was going to take the question.
Dom.
President Ramaphosa will never get tired of cleaning the mess of your supreme unelected leader. He has cleaned the mess in state-owned enterprises, ESCOM, Transnet, SARS. The list is endless. ANC and societal renewal is in full swing and is irreversible.
He sold everything.
Umgameli uRamaphosa so ukhulumile nomgameli waseRussia ubaba uPutin ukuthi abasebenzisane ukuletha ingane. Ubaba uZuma azithengisile wazithengisela
Namanga.
lezo ingane sezisendleleni.
Point of order. Point of order.
Minister, Honourable Minister, please take your seat. Honourable Member. Honourable Members, let's respect the person raising the point of order and hear what he has to say. Please.
There's a hand at the back. Thank you very much, Chair.
Weekend special.
Weekend special.
2 minutes.
Honourable Members, please.
Weekend special.
Microphones. Member, please continue.
Chairperson, reference to the specific law on casting aspersion. A clear aspersion has been casted.
Who is not a member of this house?
What one hand applies to members.
What rule is you on?
Honourable Member, I can hear you. Yes, continue.
And support my ANC.
Honourable Members, please. Honourable Member. Minister of Social Development, please mute your microphone. Thank you.
That's why about 40%.
Honourable Member, please continue.
Aspersion has been casted by mere mentioning of President Jacob Zuma.
Sell out.
Someone
Honourable Members, please. Honourable Minister, please mute your microphone. You're a consistent offender and I'm asking you to mute again. Honourable Member, Mr. Zuma is no longer a member of this House. And therefore, there's no such thing as casting aspersions in terms of our rules that can be drawn against him. But
Have you heard my submission or you are just running in front of me?
Sell out.
American special.
Mamele.
Too much
if
ahead of
you
yourself.
have something to add, Honourable Member, you are welcome to continue.
I don't think you are.
Briefly.
You are handling this process fairly.
Yes,
You are very biased. And I think we'll make an appropriate submission because it's clear that you are biased. You can't hide your bias.
So please continue.
For the end of the weekend.
Ubaba unjani othengisa ingane zakhe?
Hayi wena ubumnyama. Ethula wena ubumnyama. Urhulumente singashise ilanga. Umenyana kaRupert.
Out of order, Minister. You are out of order.
Honourable Member, please mute your microphone. You have not been recognized.
Leading the house.
Order.
Umemfana kaRupert.
Ice boy.
Bias wena. No. Umemfana kaRupert. Sell out.
It's like human trafficking.
Honourable Members,
So
the interrupt will be over.
Stellenbosch.
Baba onjani?
Wakhuluma uStellenbosch umntana kaRupert.
Labelungu Satan.
Kunjani ukudla igazi labantu?
Cima kungo-2017 ukubamba izimali.
Mntana kaRupert.
Imali ihlulekile ukwenza umsebenzi wayo.
Honourable Montachi, you have not been recognized.
Don't leave them.
Honourable
Don't
Members.
love them.
Honourable Members, you may not drown out the speaker at the podium. I haven't seen a point of order written.
Stellenbosch,
I see a hand at the back, and then I'll come to the front.
Hlala phansi.